Next up, this is my award winner here. Okay. My award for biggest bust potential in the NFL draft here. I'm calling it right now. Shamar Stewart, Texas A&M. Now, when I say that, I want to be very clear about what I'm saying. So I don't want to be disrespectful to Shamar there. He's not going to be as good as he's drafted. This kid will make it in the NFL. I don't think he'll make it nearly to what people are going to draft him for. And that's on him. I'm sorry, that's on them much more than it's on him. You know, it's kind of like we talk about Kayvon. We go, well, is Kayvon a good pick? Well, he's a legit NFL player, but is this the outcome you want from fifth overall pick? It's kind of like it's going to be that kind of argument with him in a couple of years. 6'6", 290 pounds, 21 years old from Miami. This past year, 12 games, 31 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, 1.5 sacks, guys. 2 passes deflected, 1 forced fumble, and a 79.5 PFF grade. He's got great size and length. He's got good strength. He moves his lower body well. He got good change of direction. On paper, when you look at specific highlights, you look at what he can do. On paper, this kid is absolutely amazing. When you actually watch the whole game, though, and you see what he does on film, it's disappointing. He's that guy who has all the tools in the world and just can't seem to put it together. Now, you can sit there and say it's coaching, but he's got guys on the same team that are doing better than him and performing better than him that, quite frankly, aren't as naturally talented as he is.
Yeah. He seems like he just, he puts it all in for a certain amount of snaps, and sometimes it's like he's that kid in the little league that's looking at the butterflies in the outfield.
It's basically what he is. Now, I said 1.5 sacks a year. And again, we've talked about this show plenty of times. Sacks are not everything. I will not measure win or lose based on sacks for an edge rusher. That being said, he's had 4.5 sacks in 3 years. That's really bad, guys. It's literally 1.5 sack a year for 3 years straight.
Yeah,
he's got the hurries and pressures. Those are there. It's not like he's not getting freed up, but he's not able to seal the deal. I have concerns when a guy can't seal the deal in college, and I'm supposed to use a first overall pick on him because someone's got to fall in love with the measurables and the athleticism. And they're going to take him they're going to take him with their first pick in the first round. I'm telling you right now, someone is going to fall in love with this kid and do that. This is a kid that he's going to be a steady player. He's going to be a guy that's going to be like your number 2 pass rusher, maybe a guy that, again, is the guy that does dirty work, that kind of player. I don't think he'll ever be a star. And I just have a huge issues drafting somebody in the first round that I go into it saying he'll never be a star.
Yeah.
That's when you're supposed to get your stars, is the first round. Granted, it doesn't always work out that way. There's guys you pick later on, and that's great. That's supposed to be gravy if that happens. The meat and potatoes of this whole thing is your first round pick. That's supposed to be your stud picks, your guys you build your whole team around. I don't think he's good enough to build a team around. I think he's good enough to be a potential star in this league. Not a star. Starter, not star.
Yeah, and there's a clear difference of what you're getting.
Huge. He's also got bad use of his hands, which again got to be worked on. He's stiff at times as well. He also loses gaps in the run game as well, which is an issue. So he's providing you like no sacks whatsoever and goes out of position in the run game. I don't care how well you did at the combine. I'm looking at what you did on film. It's an issue. And every year there's a guy that somebody falls in love with the potential, the immeasurable things, the athleticism, the bend.
Yeah, sometimes the immeasurables just don't measure up.
Yeah, it's like it's not worth it when you're not seeing it on the field. Point blank. You know, it's like, remember we had John Ross a couple years ago and people were like, oh, he's the fastest guy ever in the draft. Well, yeah, but he also was a crappy wide receiver.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to be mean about it, even I'm just trying to be blunt, like, so people understand what I mean by this. It's not just how fast you are. It's not a track team. It's not just how strong you are. It's not a bench pressing team. This is
Yeah.
about how you are on the football field. And when I watch Stewart play, it leaves something to be desired, where I think he's got the talent based on what he's done in the field of a third-round pick. And he's going to get picked probably in the first round because of what people think they can develop him into. And that's a scary proposition where you're putting a guy into a position that, quite frankly, he's not built for. And have a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah, sadly, that pressure also sometimes cracks a player as well. So
yes, it does, and crack is whack.
Ooh. SLT.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging